Hey everyone, we are Bean and Bagel. We are a married couple from the Midwest in the U.S. I'm from Michigan, she's from Minnesota. Together we normally post food videos on our channel, and we post them 1 to 2 times a week if you're interested in following the channel. We're glad to have you. Today we are at Papa John's and we are going to review their new Cool Ranch Papadia. We got a steak version. If you're familiar with Cool Ranch Doritos, that's basically Papa John's take on Cool Ranch Doritos with a Cool Ranch, what they call a Papadia, and we're about to find out what that means. It's limited time only, and it's maybe available till the end of July, depending on what the company decides, because sometimes when we say that, they decide to keep it full time, and so if you're watching this 3 years from now, check your local listings. We are going to get into it now, and I can't talk and chew at the same time, so I'm gonna do this.
So yeah, I've never had a Papadia before, neither of us have, and I had to look up what it is. I think they've been out for a while, but this Cool Ranch version, is newer, and that intrigued us. So I decided to look up what it even is. But it's basically where Papa John's, they use their dough, but they kind of make it like a thinner, like flatbread version. Put all the pizza toppings in there. And then of course this one has the Cool Ranch seasoning on the outside with the Cool Ranch dipping sauce. So I think it should be pretty good. And we also went to our best Papa John's location that's near us, at least in Greg's opinion, because we have a Papa John's that's pretty close to our house, but it just is pretty inconsistent a lot of the times. And so Greg had one that was in one of his old neighborhoods before we got married that he really likes. So that's the one we came to today, because they usually do a really good job. So, and I know some of you probably can relate to that if you live in a city where there's multiple locations of certain chains. You kind of have your favorites. So we went to our favorite one today.
As far as what I get from it, so you get the little Cool Ranch dusting that you get if you're familiar with Doritos, the little fairy dust or whatever they call it that they put on the chips. You get that on the top of the crust, I guess you would call it, or the tortilla, the papadilla, whatever they would say. It has tomato and onion and cheese and steak, like I said earlier. I do get all of those flavors going on. I'm not sure I'm in love with it though. We do a try it or walk by it review on our channel, and I'm kind of on the fence. So I'll say try it because it's okay, but it's very messy. Make sure you have napkins available, and the dusting kind of tastes a little artificial or fake in a way. It doesn't really come across as ranch to me. It just comes across as fairy dust, I don't know, that I'm putting in my mouth. And the dipping sauce, I'm not getting a strong ranch flavor from that either. It's like more of a, I don't even know, oniony or something. It's different. So it's not bad, but I'm not in love with it. So I'm gonna say try it with a grain of salt, or try it with a grain of fairy dust. So I do have a story about Papa John's, because Papa John's when I was in college was my kind of go-to reward, because anybody that's been strapped for cash or in college, you know how it is when you're scraping to get by. You're eating ramen noodles or sandwiches or cafeteria food or microwavable meals. I almost burped. And you're just, that's your everyday routine. And when you had a payday, it was like, I'm going to get something. Well, my thing was Papa John's. But when they got it delivered, when the delivery guy came to the dorm, because I lived in a dorm, they couldn't come in the building and just take it right to your room. So you'd have to go downstairs to the security access door, get it from them, and then take it back to your room. But anybody that's been in college is going to understand this. That is like dangling meat in front of a bunch of hungry alligators. Like, you're walking from the front door back to your room, and everybody's coming out of the woodwork because they can smell it. It's like the Walking Dead following you around. Like, and they're all saying little comments like, oh, thanks for buying me a pizza, or can I have a piece? And you just want to be like, leave me alone, man. Like, this is my reward. I worked very hard for this. I just want to go back to my room and eat it. But Papa John's was my thing, and people used to always do that to me, so I had to share that.
Yeah. So this Papadia, I'm kind of on the fence about it because I do get little hits of the Cool Ranch here and there with the seasoning, but I don't know. It's just like, it got very like greasy on the bottom, and the grease kind of made the bottom soggy. I did like kind of the edges where it was like more crispy texture with the crust part or the dough. That was good. But overall, it kind of reminds me of like a mediocre cheesesteak, I think, a little bit, with like some ranch on it. So it's definitely not terrible or anything. But I think I'm going to say walk by it just because it's really messy. Like, not only is it greasy and drippy, you get the Doritos dust all over. I don't know. It's just kind of, I think I can pass on it. So I'd say walk by it. So, but anyways, that's our video for today. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you're having a great day, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Later.